All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is just a quick lesson. So I'm gonna jump right into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. It says, "Thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee." Right, and our heritage is us being Israelites. You know, the Lord, let me continue reading. It says, "And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." Right. So the Lord is the reason why we got taken into captivity and brought over here to America for Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and for the rest of the tribes to go under subjection up under these Edomites also, because we sinned against the Lord. Right, we sinned against the Lord, and the Lord brought these curses upon us. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right, and Deuteronomy gives a whole line of curses that's that the Israelites, the Black/Native Americans, are under. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 30. "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her." And we know that happened during slavery. Esau was lying with our women. "Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof." Right? Because all that stuff was taken from us. "Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them." Right, so all this happened during slavery. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord Yahweh shall lead thee." Right, and that's just another scripture stating that the Lord, the one who got us into this captivity that we're in. The Lord is the reason why we don't know who we are. You know, and that proverb and byword is the title of being a Venezuelan, or being a Mexican, or being a Chilean, or Bolivian, or an African American, a Cherokee, you know, and the various names and tribes that came with those, you know, with the Native Indians, you know, and the Latino tribes, you know, a nigger, a wetback, a spick, everything besides who we are according to the Bible. That's how you know that, you know, we fit these prophecies, and we are them people. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. Right, and that's talking about Jake. The blacks, and Native Americans were given gangs. Um, they got them killing each other. You know, um, Esau has divided Israel with the philosophies of this world. They got Israel killing each other, having sex with each other, women and stuff. Man, it says, and taught the wife of his bosom, and taught the women of his children, which he shall leave. And you don't see none of them fake Jews leaving their kids. You know, not like how the blacks, and Native Americans leave their kids. You know, their wives aren't evil. It's like it says, and taught the wife of his bosom. Right. Taking them evil towards their wives, man. You know, just treating them bad, not according to how you're supposed to treat your woman. You're supposed to love your woman, like how you love your own flesh. Love his brethren, as scriptures say. But they out there beating and killing their women also. And taught the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, and everybody, the whole world know this. And if you can't see this, then it's not meant for you to see it. Shit, oh well. But the blacks, and Native Americans are the top people in this world that leave their kids, who are on child support. Esau helped that agenda by or magnified this prophecy when they took the man out of the house and gave the woman the welfare. I'm going to jump to verse 6. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Right, the woman used to be delicate and tender. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So these are the curses that the blacks, and Native Americans are under. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Right, that wood was Christianity, and the stone Islam. And we got scattered everywhere. Israel is in all the country, all the nations, across the whole world, looking like the other nations. Bruce Lee was an Israelite. It's the spirit that he had, man. I'm gonna jump to verse 68. 68. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." Egypt is talking about America. This is the modern day Egypt. It takes after the philosophies of Egypt. And how did we come over here? By way of ships. The transatlantic slave trade. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. See what? Our homeland, Jerusalem. That's where we from. We're not from America. We're not from Africa. We're not Africans. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. Right. And don't no other nation fit this prophecy, man, like the blacks, and Native Americans do. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, slave man and slave woman, and no man shall buy you. Right. Ain't nobody can get us about that situation. Did no nation come to our rescue? Only person that can get us about the slavery that we're in, even though it's not hard bondage, is not today, is the Lord. This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. Right. So we're from the land of Jerusalem. The motherland is Jerusalem, not Africa. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta check something. All right. This is the last scripture. This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Right, so we still over here in slavery. We're not in our rest. We're not in a place where we're supposed to be getting comfortable. We are in captivity in our enemy's land, where thou hast scattered us, right? And there it goes again. The Lord is the reason why we're over here. For a reproach and a curse, right? We got curses on us. And to be subject to payments, and we gotta pay taxes and all these extra bills and shit, man. Part of our curse, according to all the iniquities of our forefathers, right? So since there's a such thing as reincarnation, and we are our forefathers, we sinned against the Lord, and we're paying for it right now. But we're in a time where the Lord is bringing us back unto Him. So all of these curses are going to be uplifted, and they are at this point in time being put on our enemies. But it says which departed from the Lord our power, right? So we departed from the Lord and we got judged for it. But with that being said, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.